Children's 5. I'm Major Jody. Have you ever been so tired? Like seriously, you had a really rough day at school, you've still got homework to do, you have chores to do when you get home, and you've got a headache or whatever, and you're just completely exhausted. All you want to do is go home, maybe lay on the couch, take a nap, but just veg and not think about anything for a little bit. That's normal. Life can be full of challenges, and we can be so busy that we neglect time to rest and refresh. That happens at all ages. It happens for kids in school, it happens for adults, because adults have to work and then they have to come home and do chores too. God knew that it was important for us to have time to refresh ourselves and to rest. That's why in the Old Testament, in Exodus chapter 20, verse 8, in one of the 10 commandments, God told us to remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. He said, 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work, neither you, nor your son or daughter, nor your manservant or maidservant. Basically, he's saying that nobody should work on that day because we as humans need to rest and refresh ourselves. Now, this is so important that we see that when Jesus came, Jesus got tired too. In Luke chapter 5, verse 16, at this point, Jesus has been doing ministry, kind of his work, investing in people, telling them about God, doing miracles, showing them love. He fed the 5,000. In this particular case, he had healed the man with leprosy. And the news about him in verse 15 says, yet the news about him spread all the more, so that crowds of people came to hear him and to be healed of their sicknesses. Verse 16 said, but Jesus often, not just in this one instance, but Jesus often withdrew. He pulled away from everything and everybody to lonely places and prayed. Jesus got tired, and he needed to refresh himself. He needed to rest. He needed to be re-energized. And we need the same thing. Now, I have my iPad here, and my iPad has battery strength, but the battery only lasts so long. So I can use my iPad and use it and use it and use it and use it, but eventually it's going to stop working because it doesn't have any more energy. It has no more charge. So it's important that regularly I plug my iPad in to this little cord and into the charger, and the charger goes into the wall to re-energize the battery. You and I need to re-energize our batteries too. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, in all of those areas, we need to take time away from work, from chores, from overthinking things, worry, whatever it might be. We need to withdraw from all of those things so that we can refresh and recharge ourselves spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. So I would just encourage you to be intentional about that. Don't wait for it to happen. You need to plan it. I need to plan it. God told us in the Old Testament that this was something he wanted because it was something for our good. Jesus was an example of this to us in the New Testament, and it's told to us in God's word so that we can remember that. So I would just encourage you to make sure that you're taking time to refresh and recharge yourself regularly. God bless. I'll see you next week.